Breaking news in the war in Iran. President Trump now demanding Iran's unconditional surrender. The White House tonight asked to explain what that looks like. And sources now telling ABC News the U.S. now believes Russia is providing Iran with intelligence on U.S. troops and where they are across the region. Tonight, U.S. Central Command releasing video showing an airstrike on an Iranian drone carrier. The U.S. now reporting 43 Iranian Navy ships have been struck. More than 3,000 targets hit. There's also new video tonight showing the moment that American F-15 was mistakenly shot down by a Kuwaiti fighter jet. 2 other fighter jets shot down too. All of the American pilots survived. ABC's chief foreign correspondent Ian Pannell on the president's new demand tonight for Iran and this new concern Russia is now helping to target U.S. troops.
Whoa! Tonight, President Trump demanding Iran's unconditional surrender as the U.S. and Israel intensify attacks. And in an alarming new development, sources telling ABC News the U.S. believes Russia has been providing Iran with the locations of American troops in the region, including aircraft and ships. Just today, Iranian missile debris igniting this fire at a military base in Kuwait, where U.S. troops are stationed. No injuries reported. The White House trying to downplay the impact of Russian interference.
It clearly is not making a difference with respect to the military operations in Iran because we are completely decimating them.
But in another sign of potential escalation, tonight 3 U.S. officials telling ABC News the Army abruptly cancelling a major training exercise for a unit of the 82nd Airborne Division that oversees deployments. That move fueling speculation the 82nd Airborne, the Pentagon's premier ground combat unit, may be getting ready to deploy to the Middle East if needed. But officials stress there are no orders to deploy right now. Iranian officials warning thousands of lives would be lost if the U.S. sending ground troops. Tonight, with the world's largest aircraft carrier, the USS Gerald Ford, now moving into the Red Sea, the Pentagon saying the U.S. has struck more than 3,000 targets in Iran. Israel releasing dramatic new video. 50 fighter jets striking the late Ayatollah Khamenei's underground bunker complex in Tehran. Israel saying senior Iranian officials were still using it, but no word on the fate of those inside. And Israel expanding strikes deeper into Lebanon, relentlessly bombing Beirut in an area known to be a stronghold of the Iranian proxy group Hezbollah. Our Matt Rivers on the scene.
There's another missile coming in right now. You can hear that explosion there. That was the second strike. There was one just before that, and that comes after a series of strikes all day long. And as we move into the night, it could be a very long night for the people down there.
Long lines as hundreds of thousands race to escape, warned to evacuate their homes by Israel. And tonight, new details of that horrific strike on a girls' school in southern Iran on the first day of the war. Iran saying 168 people were killed. A child's textbook covered in blood in the aftermath. Sources say that while the U.S. investigation into the incident remains ongoing, officials believe it's possible American forces are responsible for the attack because they were conducting strikes in the vicinity of the school at the time of the incident. Retired Master Sergeant Wes Bryant, who works in the Pentagon office that assesses civilian casualties, telling ABC News he believes the building was targeted.
I could tell immediately that this compound was deliberately targeted. I know since we've seen at least 7 different target points that were individually targeted by munitions within this compound, very, very clearly.
Israel says its forces weren't operating in the area. But 6 days since the attack, the U.S. still looking into it, saying it would never deliberately target civilians.
We, of course, never target civilian targets, but we're taking a look and investigating that.
And for the first time tonight, we're seeing the moment a Kuwaiti warplane shot down an American F-15 fighter jet in video posted to TikTok. Flames shooting out of that U.S. jet as it spiraled to the ground. One of 3 F-15s shot down the same day by friendly fire. Both pilots ejecting safely.
Thank you for helping us.
And tonight, relief for some Americans still stuck in the region. The U.S. chartering a New England Patriots plane carrying hundreds of Americans home. Overall, at least 24,000 U.S. citizens have left the Middle East since the war erupted. David, the president demanding an unconditional surrender from Iran, something the regime's unlikely to agree to, amid growing concerns about how much intelligence Russia's now giving to Iran to help target American forces. David.
Ian Pano leading us off here again tonight. Incredible reporting all week long, Ian. Thank you.